Hey guys. So, a lot of you don't watch these longer videos. Why? I don't know. But, today I made a discovery that I have not known for 5 years. And what's crazy is this was started roughly 5 years ago. So the time I have not known this existed is when it actually began. I don't know. If it would have existed longer than that, I probably would have figured it out. But if you know what the Incredible Crash Dummies are, which I had a video on that, but I don't think it had a title, so it was me talking and me. It was very poor video quality as this camera is showing right now. But I had a bin of all this stuff under here. I pulled it out and I showed y'all a whole bunch of stuff. Well, things have changed. All that's been put away, and I just recently came across a forum on Reddit, and it's interesting. So, yes, this is the Incredible Crash Dummies Reddit forum page. And what's interesting is I never knew this existed, and I've been interested in the dummies for a long time, and it all came back like I was like a vacuum turned into a leaf blower and pour all of it back in me. You know what I'm saying? Was 5 online? There were 2 a minute ago, but I found this I was looking up stuff, and Crash Dummies just came upon my mind because I was on PicClick. I have a lot of tabs up, I know, but came up. I was like, look this stuff up. I looked up a lot of stuff, and roughly 5 minutes later, I came across this page, and the post that it actually was originally on before I actually came out to see all of this stuff was, yes, this is all insane. Somebody has an addiction to collecting these things, mostly because an employee he knew, I'm assuming, gave him all of these prototypes. And a few were off eBay as well that I never knew were there, because I haven't looked at this stuff in forever. But, okay, I can't find it now. But there was a post, and he had all the racing prototypes in these little boxes, like clear little plastic boxes, and he had all these other figures and prototypes and stuff like that. And what's crazy to me is the rod and gasket prototype, which is here somewhere. Okay, where is that at? There it is. Here's the post. So here's somebody. That is, that's Axel. That's also a prototype. These are apparently, the gasket and the rods are remakes of this guy, which I don't think makes any sense, because I don't know how he would have perfectly remade these. But the only other person I actually knew that had these was a guy on a forum that doesn't exist anymore, I'm sure. And he had a black case, and if Darlene was in there, and either in that same case or another one that was the exact same, had all these other dummies that were prototypes, and they were these. They couldn't have made more than one gasket or rod prototype, which I'm assuming, yeah, it says remake. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. He may have 3D printed these. He may have found a way to get them perfectly, I don't know. It's really weird. But this brings me back when I actually first started collecting these things. And all I did was go onto eBay and buy junk loads of this stuff. Not really junk loads, but the first item I ever bought off eBay was one of the Crash Dummy stuff that I have. It was the red Crash car. That's the first thing I've ever bought off eBay. And then Josh, my brother, bought a few things off there, and he didn't want them anymore after a while, so he gave his lot to me. Some stuff is broken. A lot of things have actually broke over the years. But, and I bought a lot. That was even bigger. And a windshield to a motorcycle was missing. So, yeah. That's really that. So, I already looked through this, and I saw a lot of stuff I missed over the years of me not looking at the stuff anymore. I'm sure I would have had a prototype in my hands right now if I just kept the interest in this stuff in me, and still looking at it because about a year ago I probably would have had a prototype if I just kept looking and kept being interested in this stuff. So I would have never expected something like this to happen while I was away, because there was very little interest in toys like this. I saw old forums and all that stuff from like 2013, and that's back when people actually like were on forums and typing all this stuff out. And people nowadays just scroll on TikTok. But back then, this is what people did. And I never knew this forum actually existed. And I'm happy that people actually, like, full-on still do this stuff and post all of these nostalgic things. I'm still looking for the forum with the rotting gasket figures in these black cases. Because this guy, Ben Franklin, or not, no, that's the owner. Oh, well, maybe, I don't really know. But this guy may have been, or somebody on this forum may have been on that same other forum that wasn't Reddit. It was some weird sketchy forum, but it had the pictures of these guys in the black case. So, yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk to you all about. Is just how cool this is. And Vacuum Forum, the Vacuum Lane Forum, ever since Fred passed away, rest in peace. Even before then, no one's been posting on Vacuum Lane as much as they used to, and some people just quit. And they were big collectors, and they were giving away their collections and selling their things, and it was so sad. So now I'm expecting at some point to see if anything happens with that, if that goes back up again, because I never expected this to ever be here. It's so cool. Lounge, okay. Axel's Italian, yeah, I thought that was a misprint, but actually is an Italian version. Very nice, very interesting to me. There are two Billies. I'm not sure if you know that. So this guy has the Italians right here. So that's Billy and that's Billy. Oh wait, never mind. Forgot. The later generations, same figure, just like the sons, you know. I wonder if this guy will ever get a hold of, the guy who had the prototypes ever gets a hold of the Darlenes. He may actually have Darlenes and I just didn't see him, or he doesn't. And, and he just may not show him. I really have no clue. It could be a whole different person who may make more than one prototype. I don't know. I don't know much about this anymore. It's been too long, and I'm just not getting back into this. So if you've been if you used to be on a forum, and you used to do a lot on there and all that stuff, and you think they're not gonna post on there anymore, this forum's done with, go back to it right now. Because after seeing this, I can expect to say to you that a lot could have changed. This is insane. 2 minutes after I found this, I had to make the video. And this is what I made. Ta-da! I almost cried when I saw this. And I saw this too. I never knew they had a CD single. Somebody actually sang and put a song on here on this CD single called Impact. And there was a art of the Vincent Larry smash hits that was like a joke. I wish they actually made songs. And they actually made a few, but they were like 10 seconds and they were in the ads and all that stuff. Movies in the UK. Never knew this actually existed. This is actually very interesting. So, can't wait to see what this is all about. Oh my gosh. I haven't actually listened to this yet, but I'm curious to see what it could be. Coming so. Maybe coming soon is what it's trying to say. I don't know. That's probably a game. Well, that's it. If you have anything else you want to tell me about other forums or whatever, and figuring all this out, please let me know. Tell me what you think. And I will now start looking for stuff again and keep it all original. And at some point, I'll make a video of me having everything out. I'll have all the Crash Bandicoot stuff back. I'll have everything out, and I'll actually give like a phone tour of the group, or the group, not the group. The stuff that I have, which a lot of it's broken or incomplete thanks to eBay sellers, but that's how it is. I know one guy one time ago he was at Goodwill and found a Crash Bandicoot stuff a grab bag. Got it. There was a Skid the Kid and Protect suit prototype in there. And didn't have the seat with it, but he was happy he had it. And this guy doesn't have it, so very interesting. I cannot wait to see what House happens here. I've never knew this forum existed. Last post was 5 days ago, and I am excited to see exactly what happens next. Thank you for watching, and have a blessing day. Maybe.